Let's talk tension, specifically the kinds of pressure that are put upon yarn when used as warp. I'm going to introduce you to the very simple pinch and pull test. This is a real simple test that I use when I'm evaluating a yarn that I may want to use for warp. So let's start with what is very typically thought of as a warp yarn. This is a well-plied, smooth cotton linen blend. And how I would perform the test is wind with my right hand the finger around to support it around my middle and index finger, prop it up with my thumb, do the same on my left hand, and you'll notice that I'm holding it at a fair distance because I want to mimic the tension as it would be on the loom. So this might be the front beam, the back beam, and this might be the front beam. And then I'm going to pull. So there's the pinch and the pull. And there is no way I can break this yarn under this kind of tension. So you can see my fingers turning white. It would be an excellent and very classic choice for warp. Now let's look at some other yarns. So here is a handspun yarn. This is bison, a short luxury fiber. Come back here. It's nicely plied. It's got a lot of bounce to it. I'm going to do the same thing. Pull. Again, there's no way that this yarn is going to break. Under these circumstances. So it would be also an excellent choice. So how about singles yarn? Here is a commercial singles yarn. Probably recognize it. It's got a little bit of mohair in it. It has a moderate amount of twist. If I do the test, pinch and pull, just fine. Dandy. No problems. Here's another singles. This is a more loosely plied yarn. It's got a little bit of cashmere in it and some wool. So I'm going to apply the pinch and pull test. And I'm starting to see that yarn drift, and it will pull apart. Now, I have used this yarn for warp, and this is where some experience and understanding the collective nature of tension on the loom. The individual yarns aren't tensioned. What is put under tension are the collective yarns. So and this is not something I'm going to be able to mimic very truthfully with this, but if I actually had 4 yarns and did the pinch and pull test, they don't separate. I don't want to twist them. I want to pull it like this. But it's much, much stronger. So even though you can pull a yarn apart, it's gonna drift. Doesn't necessarily mean you want to rule it out. It's probably gonna bloom beautifully. I might not want to choose it as my first warp, but it is something that I would consider. So let's look at a fine yarn. So a finer yarn, this is a lovely luxury blend of cashmere. Remember, we already looked at a bison, which is a short staple downy fiber. It's very loosely spun. So you can see it's got a low level of ply twist in it. So this is very tender. There are a lot of these yarns on the market right now, and they're really yummy, but I would not use them as warp. Definitely would choose it as weft, however, no problem, but that's going to just shred and make me very unhappy. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can't pick a fine yarn. So here's a fine yarn as well. It's a merino silk blend. I'm going to twist it, and it's very strong. The silk imparts some strength to the merino, but even if it was 100% merino, it is a singles yarn. It's got a good amount of twist. It's well set, well spun, not a problem. So let's look at one more yarn. It's a recycled cotton. Now this is another one where I can apply the test, good pressure, but if I really work at it, if I really pull, I can snap it. But that doesn't mean I have woven with this yarn a lot, and I absolutely adore it. I hope that's helpful when you talk about Yarns for warp, it doesn't mean they have to hold up under industrial standards. The rigid-heddle loom gives you an incredible range of opportunities to use with yarns just by the very nature of the tool.